Welcome to the Don't Die Rusty podcast. I'm Rick Hanson, and we will be talking about living, not dying. We're all in this adventure together, and we will be interviewing people who inspire us to live our best lives. People with various backgrounds who will walk us down the trails they took to not die rusty. Adventure in life are many things to many people. It could be a sprint or an endurance race, but with each adventure, we become a better version of us. We hope you keep chasing those dreams, being the best you, and of course, don't die rusty. Well, hello, Don't Die Rusty Nation. Tonight, I'm going to sing Jingle Bells and Shotgun Shells and Teacher Ran Away, or how did that go?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Okay. And one thing it won't be, to everybody out there that's going to be listening to this is going to be our Christmas New Year's episode, is it won't be a silent night. So
That's good.
But today I have Ashley Kurtenbach and Kelley Lovelace. You know, we had a fun time talking about our Thanksgiving memories, and I actually got a bunch of DMs, and I had people saying I'm re-listening to it because you guys have stirred my memories of my Thanksgiving times. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go on a little trip here. We're going to go out to Jackson, go through the elk herd through Christmas, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have one episode for New Year's and one episode for Christmas, and this is going to tie it all together.
Perfect.
And who's better to do it with than you two?
Awesome. That sounded awesome. Like, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think.
There was a little bit of sarcasm there.
No sarcasm. You guys are the best. So, but, you know, I was thinking about this today, too, and I was thinking, I'm going to ask this first thing, and then maybe we'll get into younger days. But what is both of your favorite
Oh, boy.
Christmas movies?
Oh.
Movies? Oh,
The number one.
You're going to laugh at me.
I want the number one Christmas movie.
Shoot, I don't know if I can. I got like a tie.
Well, you can have a tie.
Kelly, you go first. I want to hear what he says.
I know what he's going to say.
Oh, you don't know.
Die Hard. He's
tell you
going to
what.
say Die Hard.
The movie I got, let me preface it before I tell you the movie. Oh, shoot. So my mother loved this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and we would watch it just about every Christmas. And so it's just, there's some nostalgia there for me.
Mm-hmm.
My family makes fun of me all the time because every year I have to watch this movie. And it's White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye.
Really?
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
That's my number one favorite movie. It's from back in the 50s.
Well, mine's
And it's
older
a
than that.
dancing, singing
It's older
movie.
than that?
Well, that is amazing.
Golly.
Yeah, mine's older than yours.
So that would be my number one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are going to laugh. I love, and some people are going to hate this. I can't wait. You're probably going to get feedback on this.
What?
I love the movie Elf. I do. I love
No?
it so much. Listen, a good movie to me is one that friends out of nowhere will repeat the lines out of the movie. Like everybody knows what you're talking about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That Buddy the Elf says. I love that movie. But from my childhood, do you remember that old Frosty the Snowman? Remember where it was actually filmed with clay figures?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which one I'm
Yes.
talking about? Like where they
Yeah.
waddled
The
through the snow?
claymation.
Yes, the claymation.
Yeah.
Yes, I always loved that movie for years, and because Elf is a relatively new, and who doesn't love Home Alone? I don't even know
Well,
any. I mean,
They stole a little bit of that in Elf at the very beginning when the
Yes,
snowman
that's
is
true.
telling the story.
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did steal a little bit of it. You're right. I forgot about that part. But I love those movies. But we always watch. If we have any downtime that's not watching football, like at my parents' house or something like that, like during the holiday season, and Elf is on, probably, or Home Alone. We'll watch those too.
Well, Cindy loves Elf.
Yes.
I mean, she does.
I can't explain why. Some people think that's the dumbest movie ever.
It's a big movie in our house. I mean, it's a Christmas
I love
staple.
it.
See, I don't think people should think that movies are dumb when they have something behind them. Like the story of Elf is something that everybody could go through.
Yeah.
In the aspect of him being too big to be an elf, for one thing. but the snowballs he could throw, holy moly!
He brings the elf choir. He brings the elf choir down a whole octave.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gosh, I just love that movie so much. There's so many good one-liners in there. Oh, and people talk about it throughout the year, or at least friends around me do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you'll hear just one-liners come from that movie.
Yep.
I'm a big fan.
Well, I try to watch this. It kind of, I've watched it a lot, and then in the years that my sisters had, their families and they were doing stuff, I was with my mom and dad, and every Christmas Eve we watch it. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of those movies that I fell in love with before, and then watching it with my mom and dad has brought some nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to watch it, and I like to watch it on Christmas Eve-ish.
Yeah.
Just because of the nostalgia and stuff like that.
Absolutely. It's a good tradition to just carry on, even if it's,
So Cindy knows that, and so I assume this Christmas Eve we'll watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, this is a total side note, but I love The Wizard of Oz. So one time when I was driving through Kansas with Jesse, and I think we were going to Cheyenne Frontier Days. He would have to tell you the exact timeline coming from Kansas City or whatever. Anyway, and we were coming through and we found this museum, and this guy actually started it for almost the exact same reason. So way back in the day, The Wizard of Oz used to be just shown on Sunday nights. I don't know if you remember this. This is like, I think it was 80s or maybe 70s even. Every Sunday night it would play, and their family would watch it, and so he became obsessed with it, much like what you're talking about, and watch it on Sunday nights, and he started a whole museum and had bought collectibles and stuff from the movie. And it's just funny how like those kind of traditions with movies can make such a big impact, kind of like you're talking about. Like how many years have you done that? Since you were how old?
I can't remember. But I think to
like
really
5?
No, I mean it was later than that we really truly watched it, and it's been I would say 20 years that I got to just sit there and watch it with my mom and dad. Not it hasn't been like in my earlier days there was different movies on and stuff, but we all sat down one Christmas and it was there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then we watched it every Christmas Eve. And I loved it.
Wow.
So, because it teaches, when you hear a bell, an angel has its wings.
Yep.
So, there's the story of being down and out and coming and learning that if you weren't alive, the impact that you made, that kind of stuff. That's big.
Yeah.
And I think some people need to learn that and know that at Christmas because they don't have things.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's I would thought I'd go through. That's one of the things. And then how about one of my favorite. It's funny when you get older how you start forgetting some things in Christmas.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean like. When you're a kid, you remember a lot more things about Christmas than I think I do.
Oh, like what you got for Christmas and things you did?
The things that happened. Like, we went to my grandma's house and my uncle it was a blizzard. And he had to plow out the road just for us to get there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Or toboggan rides. My aunt had horses.
Oh, you had actual sleds, not car hoods pulled behind four-wheelers like we did?
No, we had an actual toboggan, and you would tied it up to the horse
It's a
and she dragged
miracle.
us around.
We're all alive.
But those are the
That's the
memories.
truth.
It is. And those are the fun things. Like, you'd get your toys from Santa and you'd get your toys from mom and dad or whatever,
We
But-
never had Santa.
and you
Isn't that
didn't.
weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
I know.
I'm going to talk to your mom about that.
Don't get my dad started on Santa. That was a giant, like, it was fine to talk about it. And, like, we went and saw, like, Santa when we were younger. Like, the guy that dresses up at, like, the bank or the police station, that you go see and just, like, take photos. But my parents never, ever let us believe in that. Ever.
Really?
Not once. Yeah.
Ah,
I wanted to for a long time because, like, in grade school, all my friends, but no, absolutely not.
really?
Maybe
We'll have
they
to work
didn't-
on you.
You know what? Maybe they just didn't want him to have all the credit
There you go.
Maybe.
very much growing up. So I'm sure they didn't want him to take all the credit when we do actually get gifts.
There we go. We'll have Kelly. I think we're going to
See,
have
my family was the opposite. They taught us about Santa Claus, but I think it's because they didn't want to wrap all those presents.
It's fair. There's strategy. There's strategy behind
Yep.
every parent's decision, I think.
You'll have to watch. You'll have to watch Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, I will have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So no, we never had that. We never had that, unfortunately.
But we talked about Thanksgiving and the family getting together, but the running around. Where most of the time we would go to my grandma's then, and then if most people would show up there before they died, it was both cousins and kind of like you were talking about on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All the people there, and there was all kinds. Where I was going with this is you get your toys, but I remember being out. I only remember really one toy that I got for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We always went to my mom's side of the family, and we still kind of do. We keep the same sort of tradition. It kind of goes around Christmas now, but we'd always go to my mom's side. The grandparents that lived less than like a quarter of a mile down the road. You know how you all grow up in the farming families that are all really close by each other. And same thing, my grandpa would take the payloader and clear snow if we had to get there. But it was always on Christmas Eve night. So that's when we got together. So we never played outside. And my brother and I were the only grandchildren for a long time. My parents had kids early, and then both my mom's siblings had it. I mean, I don't know the distance of 8. It's quite a bit though. Between my next cousin after my brother. But yeah, so we went every Christmas Eve over there. So we never really played outside, but we always had a giant meal. And for years and years and years, my grandpa, I remember my grandpa invested in those giant camcorders. You remember the big ones
Yeah.
that were like 18 inches? Like long. Do you remember those huge ones where it was a full VHS tape inside? And so we had it. So we have years of videos of Christmas. He would take videos of that, and then I don't know when it started. I think I was probably 4th grade, but I did pranks. So my grandpa was always he's not between the Alzheimer's and the dementia, he's like a shell of a human now. But Christmas was always my favorite with him because I don't know when we started the pranks. Something came up. I remember, I think we were in a tractor. You'd have to ask my mom, would probably remember. A tractor or a combine one fall harvest, and he said something about lollygagging, and I was like, what do you mean lollygagging? And he's like, well, you're lollygagging around or something like that, and it just like stuck, and I thought it was the funniest word. And we built all these pranks every year, and I wrote poems with funny gifts that were tied to them, and I don't even know like what, there's got to be either recordings or copies of these, but it'd be interesting to find them again, what it was. But it was a back and forth that my grandpa and I did every year, and it was just hilarious. And it would be some sort of like, I don't know, gag gift that was related to like the poem and the year and whatever happened. And yeah.
Huh.
That was always something to look forward to, but it was like a lot of like my parents and I put some work into that sucker getting that ready for Christmas
Awesome.
Eve.
How about you, Kelly?
Well, we used to go to my grandmother's on my mom's side.
In the back of the pickup.
Yeah.
Well,
The snowstorm.
Ice storm.
So mind blowing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That probably happened. Yeah. Not as a child though, as a teenager, but as a child, I remember bubble lights in Big Valley. So she had this flocked Christmas tree, and it was always decorated. She used to hide it upstairs in one of the rooms
Oh, yep.
and bring it down and plug it in.
With the
And
sheets
the
around
lights, yes. Yep. It's crazy. So she'd bring it down and plug it in, and she had these lights that would get hot. And as they got hot, they'd bubble.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
this. Yep.
Yeah, they were really long lights,
Yep.
right? They were really long,
Yep.
and they were different colors, and they would get warm and start to bubble.
Really?
And we'd sit around and watch Big Valley on the TV,
Huh.
and I'd
That's
watch
so
those
great.
bubble lights. Like that was Christmas at Grandma's. That and apple pie. She was a great baker, loved to bake apple pies. So
Yeah, you
Yep.
know, that's interesting. I've never heard of those. I've never heard of the bubble
Yeah.
lights.
Huh.
it's crazy. Like we thought they'd never seen them before. Enamored as kids, we just sit and watch those lights
Huh.
bubble.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah. One of my most formative moments was while I was there. My uncles come rolling in early one morning, and I was up. And my uncle Bruce looks at me and he goes, "Kelly, have you ever had apple pie for breakfast?" And this little 6-year-old kid with big eyes is going, nope. And he goes, "Well, you're going to have something this morning." And so we sat around and ate apple pie that she had baked for the church.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And she came out and chased my uncles around the table. It was hilarious. My grandma, my little German grandma, chasing these great big
Oh,
guys
that's
around
awesome.
the table.
Now, that's funny. It is funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Apple pie for breakfast.
did you have ice cream on it or just a
It's just
pie?
apple pie. It was enough.
I
Yeah.
bet so.
They made coffee and I got a glass of milk. So
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's perfect. That's awesome. It's amazing all this stuff you remember. Like you said, I can't really remember. I do remember one gift that I got because my mom said I would never get it.
What is that?
I was 16. I'll never forget it. And I said, because I had been wanting, so back in the day in Sioux Falls, you could get, you probably still can, I don't even know, but an Empire Mall gift certificate.
Yeah.
And it was to any store in the mall. So it's not one specific. It was the entire Empire Mall. And it used to come in a gold envelope when you'd go to like the mall services, and it would come in a gold envelope. And I was like, that's all I really want for Christmas. I just wanted to be able to go shopping and buy something that I wanted, you know? She
Yeah.
said, you'll never get them. We'll never give you gift certificates. Your grandparents will never give you a gift certificate because they want to give you actual gifts. They want to pick it out, et cetera, for you. So she had told me I bet I asked for that for 3 or 4 years, and it would say, you're not going to get that. And then one year when I was 16, I got one. And it was
That's awesome.
probably like $20. And I was like
Yeah.
so excited. I was like, oh my God. You know, I remember opening it up and literally just freaking out because I was like, I was told I was never getting this for Christmas, and I finally got it. And I was so pumped when after Christmas to get to go shopping. It was my own money. It was my own choice. I got to buy anything I want with that, even at $20. I was so excited. That's the one gift I do remember getting.
Well,
So
go ahead.
Well, as far as a gift, Ron and I were just married, and we were doing Christmas at her mom and dad's. It was our first Christmas, and I'm a big Bears fan,
Yes.
right? And so they give me a gift. I didn't expect it, but they give me a gift, and I open this up, and it's one of these Pro-Line puffy coats, the Bears, and it goes down to your mid-thigh. It's really big. I still have that coat, and I hardly wear it because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Because it's got white and blue on it and orange, and I wear it when it's really cold and really dry. And I don't even know if Proline's making those coats anymore, but it's huge, like just real puffy and warm. That was the one, like as far as a gift, that's the one I remember most because no one had ever done that for me. Right? Like that.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money. Like, never had that kind of stuff given and that kind of money spent on me. So it was pretty special.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear that. You know, I remember as a kid, the one real kid gift I remember is I got an Evel Knievel. An Evel Knievel motorcycle, and you put the Evel Knievel on it. I was a big Evel Knievel guy at the time, and I wore that sucker out.
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
Gift.
It was. And then the most important gift I have right now is my mom and dad. I got the Stormfront jacket. The wind for Sitka Stormfront.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they helped me get it. And
oh my God,
for glassing,
so pumped.
I was, but the thing they helped me get it, and I had them sign it inside with a black marker.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I said, "You gave me this gift. I want you to sign it. It'll never be,
I'll never get rid of it.
Never get rid of it."
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
good idea.
That is cool.
And those are the things so when I pull it out to use it, which this year I've really not had to use it because it hasn't been that cold to sit. It's mostly for glassing,
Mm-hmm.
But when you pull that out and you see it wrote inside,
that's cool.
That means it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not.
Oh, yeah. That's such a cool idea. And that's when you really, that's a gift.
Yeah.
That's a real gift. Gifts are always something that you wouldn't want to buy or you wouldn't buy for yourself normally. But, when you get a gift, that's something you've really, really wanted, not just more stuff. That's cool.
It is.
There's some truth to it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah.
Like for Rick, for your mom and dad to do that meant they know you and they heard you and they know what your heart's like.
Mm-hmm.
And so they found something that matched all of that. And they were thinking about you when they bought it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I kind of told them what I wanted, but it was one of those things. And
we all did.
Huh?
We all did. You know what I mean? You gave a list.
Yeah. But I mean,
you know how many things on my list I never got. I mean, come on.
A pony. Consistent puppies.
A Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. There you go.
Yep. But those are the things that, like I said, I remember. I don't know. I remember college. Once, I remember when we were going through the deal you and I went through just before Christmas, Kelly, when you said, "Talk to me a lot."
Yep.
And I didn't have much.
No.
And I gave my mom and dad a letter and said, you know what, here's the deal for in college. And then the second one, I gave them a picture. I can't remember what I gave them, but I gave them a picture of me, which is funny. But I was on
There you go.
I was on an adventure at one time, and I said thank you for. I mean, I put I wrote all the way around the frame, around the outside of it, not on the frame, and I said thank you for, and I told them everything I was thankful for.
Oh, that's cool.
And as a kid, you're either embarrassed or because I mean, I'm not saying a kid, like I'm in college, and then the other part, we'll just say it was that divorce that Kelly helped me through. You just feel down and out, and you don't give a darn about anything at that time.
Right.
And so I just wanted to tell them how important they were to me on both of those.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think people don't realize it's the memories and it's the thoughts that people want these days, because, I don't care so much as I did, like you do when you're 16, 20, you want a gift or whatever, because it makes you feel important right now. I don't care. Because most of the time, if I really truly want something, I'm going to go get it anyway. If it's a gift, and
Right.
nobody really knows what anybody really wants. And for me if I could have one gift though, it'd be another toboggan ride.
Oh, there you go.
Relive the
we
childhood.
can make that happen. I mean, Baumgar sells them. I'll just hook you up to the hitch and we can go.
You do have a Bronco.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find a hill around there somewhere.
Yeah. We do live in the Black Hills.
Well, I'm talking about like being pulled by the horse and the smells and the you know what I mean.
I can find a horse for you.
When you come in from the cold, that's why Christmas and Thanksgiving are so fun, is because you can go out and enjoy those cold weather activities. It's the coming in and the smells of cinnamon rolls or whatever else is in there.
But
I
it's
think
uninterrupted family time. That's really what it is, and everybody's doing the same thing on the same day. That's why we all love holidays so much, because you actually get a day off. You can go do that on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Depending on what your job is, or depending on what you got going on. Your phone's still going to ring. People don't know, but everybody's busy for the most part at the same time. So it's uninterrupted.
It is uninterrupted.
Quality family time. We just need more federal holidays that we just, get together.
Yeah.
One in February or March would be really nice. To break up the
That
winter.
is true.
Yeah. So, but I mean, those are the things that, I mean, we all have to have memories of those times as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you talk about, we couldn't go to my grandma's until my dad got done feeding the calves.
Exactly.
So I'd have to go out and watch the gate so we could get done. I mean, you do things so you can get done. Come on.
Yeah, and then after my grandparents on Christmas Eve, we would always ask if we were always allowed to open one stocking stuffer. And I don't even have any idea why that was such a big deal, but it was like you looked at those stockings full of stuff, and you're like, I just want to know what's in it,
Yeah.
But we'd always get to open one, and that was one of my favorite traditions, too. We just got done opening a bunch of gifts. I think it was just the point of, what did my parents get me?
Yeah.
Just a little snippet of what was to come the next day. That was always enjoyable. But I will tell you, one time, I had a babysitter. They lived down the road. They were sisters, and they would babysit my brother and I. And there was one time, I'll never forget, the year she taught us how to peek at wrapped gifts without tearing the paper. And
Really?
I was like, Teach me more. And so she showed us how to pull the folds. Like everybody pretty much wraps presents the same. So she taught us how to remove the folds, and then you could peek at the corners of the boxes. So if you got, like, just say a doll, a Barbie, a Care Bear, you knew what it was because you could see the label on the side. And then you'd fold them back up and push them back in. And I think my mom started figuring it out because I had friends who would rip open the presents and look at them and then just rewrap them. And I was like, what happens if you run out of that same wrapping paper?
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't dare do that because my parents were the truth was that if you figured it out, there was a chance. I don't know. I didn't want to find out if they'd actually bring it back, but that they were going to bring it back and you were not getting it for Christmas. So then, like a year or two later, I think my mom started figuring out, probably by the reactions. It's not very hard to see through, when you're like a fifth grader, like, oh, you didn't know what it was? And I'm like, no, but after that, we started getting presents, and then you'd shake them like underneath the tree, and they sounded like hollow, but something would rattle inside. My parents started wrapping fake gifts with our names on it. Yeah, fake gifts. And she would put broken crayons that we had in a box.
That's hilarious.
And there would be no presents, actually there. They were all hidden. So they'd let us open it up because those were the ones we'd been shaking and pulling the corners out to check. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I just don't understand it. I don't get what. I didn't ask for anything that sounds like this, And so they would leave those fake gifts underneath the tree for way long, like you know what I mean? Couple weeks before Christmas. Just
Mom
taunting.
and Dad were in for the long game.
Oh yeah, and then they started numbering the presents, not putting the names on it because they didn't want us to figure out whose was whose.
Huh.
And they didn't want us to compare. We only had it was only my brother and I. You would think we came from a family of 10.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to make sure that we're not comparing sizes, numbers, whatever, but just my brother and I. And so they would number the presents too, and we never figured out the number system. My parents were all about total discreet Christmas gifts. We never knew what we were getting. Then as we got older, it just got sneakier and sneakier and sneakier.
Huh.
Yeah, it was insane. The amount of work they put into it.
They went 007 on you guys.
Yeah, they sure did. I got a foosball table when I was in high school one year, and it was freezing cold. It was wrapped. It was freezing cold when they brought it in the house. I was like, where was this? How did I not see it? Because we used to think that they hid the presents in the attic above the garage. Now, whether that's true to this day or not, I should probably ask them. And I don't even know that they'd tell me, even though it's been, I haven't been at home for 20 plus years. And, and then I was like, so where, was it in the trunk of your car? I asked my mom, and she's like, no. I'm like, so why is it so cold? Where was it? I was just, still to this day, I would love to know where they kept that foosball table, that I did not see it. And why was it so cold? Was it outside whole time?
They are never going to tell you because of this right here.
Probably not. After all the turmoil I put them through in high school, they're like, we're going to hold this. We're going to hold this, and we're not going to tell her.
I wish it wasn't 9:30 in Iowa, or I would give her a call and ask her.
There's so many
Mind
things
games.
you could run by them, over Christmas. They'd have stories for days.
I'd say, Darsha, we're on a podcast right now.
Yeah.
We need to know where you hid the foosball table.
I don't know that she'd tell you. I don't know that she'd tell you with me sitting here. I think they got some. You have to understand, my parents again were really young. They had a lot of energy, and I think it drove them nuts. But I told you this story how my brother figured out what we were getting. I was in high school, and he was between 6th grade and 8th grade. And I'll never forget. He came up to me and goes, well, I know what you're getting for Christmas. And I was like, no, you don't. I was like, what are you getting? He's like, I'm getting a PlayStation 2. He's like, and I got this game and this game and this game. And I was like, I'm looking around the house. I'm looking at the Christmas tree. There's nothing even wrapped. I was like, how do you know you're getting that? I was like, where did you find it? He goes, I didn't find it. I was like, So how do you know you're getting it? And he goes, you know that Velveeta cheese box in the junk drawer? I said, yeah. He goes, Mom keeps all her receipts in there. Just go read them.
Wow.
I was read through all the receipts.
That's hilarious.
Yes, and he found out what he had. He's like, so I know everything you're getting. He's like, you want to know? I said, no, I don't. I don't want to know, because what if they return it? I said, just wait till they figure out that you've done this. I was like, you may not get those. And he's like, I'm not going to say anything. And he goes, but I know what I'm getting. He's like, I'm pretty excited. And so he knew everything he was getting. So I think it was a couple years later, Jace was in high school. That's my brother. And I told my mom, I said, you know he knows what he's getting every year, right? And she said, what? And I said, she goes, did he find him? I said, no, he didn't find him. We have no idea where you hide. We have no idea where you're hiding the presents. But I said, he knows what he's getting. And she goes, how does he know that? Said, he reads your receipts.
You ratted him out.
Oh, heck yeah. And my mom goes, you got to be shitting me. She was pissed. She was pissed. So she's like, I did all this work to hide, to not put names on the presents, all this, and he went into the Velveeta cheese box and read the receipts. Oh, she was so pissed. And so after that, she had to hide the receipts. So then she was like, that kid, she's like, I'm going to tell him he's getting nothing. So funny. And I mean, I don't know what year it was, because I sure wasn't going to blow this up and the risk him not getting his PlayStation 2 or whatever it was that year. He's a huge gamer. That's all he ever wanted.
Yeah.
And but gosh, it was hilarious. My mom never even crossed her mind to put the receipts with the other ones, you know.
It's his fault. It's his fault you don't know where the foosball table is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Oh, I would have never thought of that.
To read the receipts?
No.
It didn't even cross my mind. I was in high school. And I knew my mom's system. She was an accountant. So she kept all the receipts and then compared, she like dialed down to the penny, the checkbook every, month where you checks and balances, the whole thing where you check it all and then compared the receipts in case something was off. Yep. I knew her system, never even crossed my mind to do that. And Chase just had it figured out. Just insane.
That is amazing.
I know. Did your parents keep receipts?
Not that I know of. I didn't really. It's
a Dutch thing.
Well,
no, my dad kept everything.
Okay, so you could have done that.
Like for years he kept receipts.
Organized?
No.
Okay.
Like in a box.
Yeah, that's part of it. It has to be organized, otherwise you'd shift through how many years and whatnots,
Yeah.
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 No, that's
the lengths we go through to figure out what we're getting for Christmas.
Isn't that crazy?
Right.
I don't know why. It's like you love the surprise, but half the fun is trying to figure out what it is before then.
It's kind of like an Easter egg hunt in Christmas, because you're trying to find something that...
Because I never really wanted to know. I want to be like, try and surprise me. Like, I want to be surprised, I always had a good inclination about what I thought I was getting. The foosball table did surprise me. I never thought I'd get one of those.
So you're a foosball player?
Well, I liked it a lot. I mean, if they only knew that when I wanted one of those in high school, it was because we... high school parties and people had them or, wherever. I was like, yeah, I'd love to have one of those because we had fun. Those things. But no, that was one thing I didn't think I was ever going to get. But you always, as you get older, you kind of know. You're like, I really want this.
Yeah.
I really want this.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yes. So... that I'm just learning a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
My parents had to work hard. And they say it takes a village. Oh.
But, It's just interesting, though. And Kelly, you, for one, might see this more. I mean, being in a congregation is what I'm saying. But it's interesting. I don't know if it's because I'm older or because I'm nostalgic, but I just the Christmas spirit to me, like I think it's I'm gonna be really old right now, like. But before cell phones, there was a lot more Christmas spirit, I think.
Oh, probably.
Well, I'm just saying because you had anticipation. Now everybody like, I'll text you, look what I just got, or I mean, here's what I'm saying is when you went back to school, you said,
Yeah.
yeah, this is what I got for Christmas
Yep.
because you had 2 weeks off and or whatever,
Yep.
Now you can just go, hey, you know what I mean? Or
Right. Kids are Snapchatting what they got instead of waiting till all the way after Christmas break to
they
talk
are.
about it.
And it's just one of those funny things to me. Like I, I love the Christmas spirit. I love the family aspect. I love well, maybe I shouldn't say the family aspect. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, I, because here's the other problem is, the biggest problem I think about Christmas,
What?
oyster soup.
What?
Oyster soup. People have an oyster soup on Christmas Eve. You've
What
never heard of that?
people?
Well, we always had oyster soup on Christmas Eve, and Rick is not an oyster person.
This I've never heard of this.
You've
before.
never heard of
I've
that.
never. Neither have I.
Well, you're from Kentucky and you're from Iowa because Cindy used to have it,
Really?
and we used to, but Rick doesn't do that stuff.
Well, no kidding.
You know that.
Huh.
Nothing slimy. Ugh.
Seafood.
Nope.
None.
And when I was
Oyster soup. That's a thing.
No, the thing that we had that was awful was fruitcake. Like that is
Also
the worst
did
thing
not
on the
have that.
planet.
Yeah.
Fruitcake was horrible. Somebody always brought a fruitcake, and it's like, I'm not eating that. That's
This
gross.
is what I'm wondering. Is there any churches out there that still give like the apple and the orange with all the peanuts and the candy?
No, we used to do that.
I think that tradition
Actually,
should come back.
well, I hear you there.
So in our stockings growing up,
Yes.
my dad would put an orange, an apple, walnuts in the shell, pecans in
Yes.
the shell.
Oh, yeah.
And candy cane. That's what we got in our stockings growing up.
Do you know what's so funny about that? Sorry, I gotta
No.
note this real quick because I saw
Yeah,
this
go
on
ahead.
Instagram, and this lady was like on Family Feud or I don't know some game show, and they were like, name something that you find in a stocking, and she said an orange. Everybody bursts out laughing. It goes like the studio goes like dead silent. She goes, "Wait, did nobody else get an orange?" And I was like, no, I think this is common. I think this is more common. And the host of that show, I don't remember which one it was, but it was like, no one got oranges. And then finally someone, I think from the audience or something said, and I was like, no, this is a thing. So it's interesting that you just say that you had an orange in your stocking because that is definitely not one of the number one answers for Family Feud or whatever it was. So, okay, so you had all the nuts, the apple, the orange in your stocking.
Yep, and a candy cane.
And yeah, see? The churches used to do the brown paper sacks. It
Bags.
was like
Yeah, we used to do that. Yep.
with the roll
That was
of
a long
life.
time ago.
Yeah, lifesavers. Oh, they should bring
Yeah.
that back because I remember going to the church service on Sunday mornings. I couldn't wait to get that brown paper bag. The apple was always not my favorite apples, but the orange and the peanuts and the lifesavers and the candy cane that were in there. And I think, I don't remember what else might have been in there, but gosh, I love that so much. They need to bring that back. That was
my
such a
dad used
good
to sit up.
tradition.
He would sit up in our living room, and we'd go around and fill the bags.
Oh, yeah.
The preacher's family, because he was a pastor. So
yeah, yep.
And then he was so excited to hand that out after that service.
Yes.
Whatever that Christmas service was.
Yeah, I think all the elders and things did it in our church. The elders or the deacons or something like that helped hand them out. Because I remember helping my dad. I think he was a deacon at the time. And
Yeah.
and we gotta help hand them out. Our family did or
Yeah.
something. They might have picked like a deacon's. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember like I can't wait to get that bag. That is a tradition they should definitely bring back.
It morphed over time. My dad, well, our house, I guess, if we had a piece of red meat, it had Heinz 57 on it.
Yeah.
That's just the way we grew up. So my dad didn't want to share. My dad didn't want to share his Heinz 57. So when we got older, my brother and I got our own bottles of Heinz 57, along with the apple and the orange, all in the stocking.
Oh my gosh, that's
He put our
hilarious.
names on the bottle.
Oh,
Really?
that is the best.
It is.
Should have done that with ketchup. I should have had my own bottle of ketchup. So
Yeah, there you go.
no one used the last drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
That's a great idea for a parent. Like, oh, I don't want you to eat mine. So here, for Merry Christmas, kids. You each get your own
Merry
bottle
Christmas.
of condiments. We are not sharing. Oh my gosh, that is the best.
Well, lucky I don't have kids either, because you know how I like to share food.
Oh yeah, you would never. You'd be
No.
like, here's your own refrigerator, kids.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well, I would be a terrible dad, Kelly, because I don't share food.
No.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Mm-mm.
I love it so
You
much.
put a dirty fork in my stuff,
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
I
Can't touch a French fry on this guy's plate. Nothing.
No.
Nope.
And I don't let you taste anything either. If you want it, you should have ordered it.
Oh my gosh. I know.
It's just the way it is.
Yep.
I don't know what that is, but yeah. But I like the 57 thing there, Kelly.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
good
we
move.
got our own.
Yeah.
It's a good move
We got
as
our own.
parents.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure
He
we
didn't like
got
us
food.
wasting it.
I hear you.
Oh yeah, no. Not if he likes it that much. I can totally.
Yeah.
I'm like that with
It's
ketchup.
a big deal.
Yeah. I'm pretty picky about
Look,
ketchup.
Do you put water in it, like just to get the last stuff, like just a little bit to get the?
Out of the
Water?
bottle?
in the
No, I don't. I don't put water in it, but I take the cap off and I either spatula or if I have French fries, I put the French fry up inside and scoop it all out.
Because sometimes it's 57.
So I gotta ask this. Have you ever taken ketchup packets and squirted them back in the bottle?
No. I don't think,
Okay.
not that I know of that I do it, but I
I
also
know
don't.
people.
I do not like to waste ketchup, but I will tell you something and call me crazy. Okay, this is fine. But Heinz ketchup out of the bottle does not taste the same out of the packet. I'm pretty picky and I can taste the difference. Do you agree?
I would probably agree on that stuff.
It does not taste the same. There's something different with it. Either it's the packaging, maybe it's like it's leaking something into it. I don't know. But like it does not taste when you get it from the fast food place. Like, you know, I think Lucky's 13 in town used to give you Heinz 57 packets. They don't taste the same.
No, yeah, I agree with you there because there's just I don't know what it is. It's kind of like if you drink Coke out of a
Oh yeah,
bottle or a
Bottle.
case, it's totally different.
Or a fountain.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm a
totally.
fountain gal. I like fountain.
I'll be
So,
honest, I haven't taken the time to notice on ketchup. I mean,
Really? Because
yeah.
Heinz and Hunt's, they do not taste the same. Or when you go to that, what's that?
No.
I used to work in the restaurant industry, you know, and we had, it wasn't Heinz. It's like what they call that fancy. It's like house something, whatever. You get it from like the Cisco trucks, right? And I was like, it's not good ketchup.
Well,
It's
I
not
was
good ketchup.
I was schooled. I was schooled by a bachelor friend of my dad's, and he taught me what not to skimp on: peanut butter,
It's true.
ketchup, and salad dressings.
This is true. Condiments.
Mm.
What peanut butter
Right.
did he say was good?
Well, it was Jif. Growing up.
No.
I know.
Yep.
No.
That is different. I
'Cause-
mean, that's what we grew up. I wasn't a big peanut butter fan, so, but
But
Well,
they
Maybe
don't.
that's why.
Like, you don't go generic on any of that stuff.
no.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
But
Yeah.
Cindy's a Jif crunchy person, and I'm a Skippy creamy person.
Yeah.
And see, I'm a Peter Pan guy.
Really? I see
Really?
that. I see
I
that
like
in
Peter
you.
Pan. I like Peter Pan peanut butter.
If
Yeah.
you like crunchy, you should go to
I don't like crunchy. Cindy likes
Cindy.
crunchy.
Oh,
I'm a creamy.
If I want to eat peanuts, I'll go get peanuts.
Exactly.
I like the haddock crunch.
Oh,
It might be a woman thing though. I've noticed that women like crunchy foods. Have you ever noticed that? Like people like a lot of women like crunch in their salad or crunch like on burgers or something like that. I don't know. We used to put potato chips on different sandwiches too when we were kids.
yeah?
Don't ask me why. Ham sandwiches? Yep, add potato chips.
Really?
I have no idea why.
Probably salty. Potatoey.
Salty, it's crunchy.
Yeah.
When you bite
Yeah.
into it, it's crunchy.
I'll be darned. I just ate the potato chip and the ham sandwich.
You'd think that makes sense, but it's not the same.
Separately.
Yeah.
Separately.
Not separately. Like we just pounded like potato chips on top of sandwiches.
Yeah. I'll be darned.
I've seen people do that with Fritos, like a bag of Fritos on top of their sandwich, and I'm just like, oh.
On what
I
kind of a
couldn't do that.
sandwich? I've never done that. Like regular salted potato chips, or maybe you could get away with Doritos or something. But hold on, who's putting Fritos on what kind of sandwich?
Like turkey sandwiches or a club sandwich.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
On a club sandwich? Like
Yeah.
potato chips makes a little bit more sense on this. I want to talk to somebody that's done this with Fritos on a regular sandwich.
Don't look at me.
I have never done it, but I've seen them do it. It's crazy.
Weird. Now I'm going to start asking people. I'll be like, have you ever put chips on a sandwich? What kind?
Yeah. What kind of chip person are you?
What kind?
Yeah.
Dying to know. Yeah. Huh.
Well, they put weird things on burgers too.
Oh, I know.
We got a place up here that does peanut butter and jelly on a burger.
I mean, some of that stuff works though. Jesse always gets like the hot grannies, the pepper bacon jelly with cream cheese and jalapenos.
I just want a burger.
Yeah, that's usually me too.
Right.
Well, that's true, because when I lived in Australia,
Oh.
they put beets, carrots. I said, that isn't a burger.
On the burger?
On the burger.
With cheese?
Who wants a dirt? You would call that a dirty burger. You might as well eat dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a dirty
Exactly.
True story.
cow. Did they
I
put
said-
cheese with it?
Well, if you ask, I mean.
Hold on, do people eat that though? Like I can't
We do.
imagine beets and carrots with cheese and a.
I don't know about the cheese, but I know the beets and carrots were on a hamburger.
And that was normal?
That, not to me.
Was it in a coleslaw or sliced in circles?
Sliced in circles.
So it was prominent.
It was
flavor.
prominent.
Wow.
Who would want a beet on their hamburger?
I don't know, but I feel like we got to try this.
No, we don't.
Oh,
You can
no.
try that.
Yeah, no.
What if it's good?
It isn't good because it's a beet. Secondly, it's a carrot.
What if it's good? It isn't good. A declaration has been made
Listen,
that there's nothing
Tell me.
good
Okay,
about
the
beets.
reason I say this is because our neighbors have a giant garden. It's an all organic garden. And then they have made some incredible things. Like I am not a veggie person anymore. Like after I got done competing and I don't have to eat that stuff, I don't prefer to eat that. Like I don't love veggies. Like I'll eat them here and there, whatever. Maybe a great side dish as a filler. But I am not like a big veggie person. But they have made some serious stuff out of beets, believe this or not. Like I just had some last weekend and it was
I don't believe it.
it was amazing. It did not even taste like beets. It was like a dessert. It was crazy. And so now I'm wondering, is there something you could do? I'm going to ask them. I'm going to see them this week. I'm going to ask them.
All right. I
Be like,
nothing
you ever
can
put
be-
beets and carrots on burgers?
nothing can. Yeah, that just kill your burger.
Yeah, well, I mean, I prefer bacon and cheese too, but
Although you want to hear a funny story, this is This is a food topic, but
yeah.
you want to hear a funny story. So we were at Snowbird at TAC,
Okay.
and Troy Niehaus and I went out for supper,
Oh boy. Hmm.
and He thought he was ordering a mushroom and Swiss. He only got the mushroom. A portobello mushroom sandwich.
I remember this story. Yeah.
And he had to eat it because he wasn't going to send it back.
Listen, this is what happens when you leave small town USA and you think you know what you're ordering. I did this one time at Taco John's. I was in high school and we left. So we did not have open campus for high school, so we snuck out, right? We snuck out one of the gymnasium doors, and then we had a pickleball paddle we shoved in the door so that it would stay open because it locked, obviously, from the inside. And we drove out of town because it was fish sandwiches, and that was one thing I was never eating in that school, like, ever. It's
Fish
just
sandwiches on Fridays.
like sick. Cannot do it. Like, no part of that. I wasn't raised on fish sticks. Like, we were raised on real fish, and so it makes me gag just talking about it right now. But we drove to outside of town. We went to Taco John's, and I did not go to very many fast food places, right? But when I went to order, I was like, I just want regular tacos, lettuce, tomato, cheese. That's what they got. So I risked getting detentions for a taco that had no meat on it. I wanted to be like, who do you think I am? Like, I'm from here. Like, of course I want beef. I am not a vegan. Like, I need beef on this taco. I have never been so disappointed. So not only that, I got 2 tacos with no beef, with just lettuce, tomato, and cheese. I wanted to go kick the guy in the drive-through window in the teeth when we left, because then we got back to school because we were in a hurry because we had to drive out of town. Like, we had like no time to do this, like 40 minutes, and it was a 15-minute drive. So I was starving the rest of the day. On top of it, I was like, so not only did I almost risk getting detentions for this, I didn't get a good meal, and I'm still hungry.
Because you didn't get protein.
Yeah.
I want to know how the guy didn't. What does he think a regular taco is? Just
I have no
cheese?
idea. I don't know what he thought, but I was so
I
pissed.
want a regular taco with just lettuce and cheese.
You know what sucked even more is, like, I had no money, and I still paid the full price.
Oh my gosh! Holy smokes!
God, I was pissed. Oh, I was so mad. I was like, how could this? How could you? Everybody else I was with in that vehicle got regular tacos. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else weird on it. So I said just lettuce, tomato, cheese. I wanted to make sure I didn't want anything weird.
Well, that's what you got.
And I got, a hard shell with nothing but rabbit food.
You got a veggie taco.
Yeah, I would have preferred beets and carrots in there, to be honest.
No way.
I think so. I ate basically lettuce and nothing but water in solid form. I should have just eaten ice chips that day.
And beets are just red dirt.
I'll still take that over lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Gosh, I was like, dude, come on.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we got a long ways off Christmas, but this has gone down a hole, a rabbit hole with food.
We're talking about scars now.
We are talking about scars.
Yeah.
So oh my, we could just do a whole podcast on bad food.
Oh, 100%.
Experiences, yeah, but we won't.
Yeah.
So I have a question then, and I don't know if I talked to Kelly about this. I talked to you this morning about this a little bit. So my question about New Year's is, because I thought about this and thought New Year's resolutions are stupid. So I want to ask, here's my question. Instead of a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna make a post about this too, and have people send it to me. I hope I get some, but I want to ask a question. What in your life? What have you put off all your life that you've always wanted to do and haven't? And I want you to write like 10 things down.
All your life?
Well, growing up to now that you wanted to do but you never did. And write like 10 things down and do one of them. Like pick pick something. It's not like a resolution. It's about what haven't you done? Like, I mean, it can be something simple or it can be something, but what would, and you don't even have to say, oh, I mean, just pick one thing that you think you could do next year that you've always wanted to do, but you've never done.
Oh.
It's not a New Year's resolution.
I thought we were talking about one thing we wanted to do this year that we're going to make sure we do next year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a New Year. It's a what have you always wanted to do? What have you wanted to do?
Two things. I want to go on a road trip with one of my girlfriends, Liv. And I think we're going to make that actually happen this year. There's been a bunch of places I want to see that Jesse could probably care less if he sees or not. So just going out with her and enjoying and just kind of like winging it and doing like this road trip. But we kind of have a rough idea of where we kind of want to go. We just got to dial in the details. 2, life coach Jim. When I told him I wanted to go see Riza,
Yeah.
and I wanted like a girls' weekend, he goes, "What's stopping you?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, he goes, "What do you have to do to go see her?" I was like, "Buy a plane ticket." He's like, "That's it?" He's like, "And you didn't do it?" I was like, "That's stupid." He goes, "Just go buy a plane ticket." He's like, "You're not going to be out anything." And I was like, I know, how dumb is that on some of this stuff?
It is.
So easy to do.
Well, I think we stop ourselves from
100%. Why?
Because, I mean, look at last week. I had a plane ticket and went to Key West.
I know, but and you made that happen. But I think on a normal, I don't know why. If it's just because you wait and wait and wait, and then when you finally try and figure out a schedule or something.
That's where we have to decide that we're going to do this.
Yeah.
You have to just say, I'm going to go do this.
Yeah.
And that's my point about this. That's what Don't Die Rusty's about, because if we become stagnant because we have fear that we can't go do it. We're too busy.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't be busy all the time.
And we can't just be like, oh, I'm going to be I think part of it is for me is like, I don't want to be an inconvenience to somebody else's schedule.
Well, you just call up Riza and you say, hey, when's a good time for me to come out? Okay, I'm signing up or I'm coming out. The plane ticket is bought. So now you're not an inconvenience.
Yeah. It's planned.
It's planned.
Yeah.
It's like...
It just takes the planning. It's always a nice thought, and I think about it all the time. I wanted to go on a girls' trip this year, too. Never did that.
Well, like Cindy used to be more of a planner.
Mm-hmm.
Then she got around me.
It's throwing a stick of dynamite.
Well, it is.
Plans.
Because you know how I like plans.
Not well.
No. I mean, I like the...
You like general ideas of plan.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't like... I don't like to be pinned down.
Yeah.
I like freedom.
Freedom, but you also like to do your certain things. Like when you go to Salt Lake, you got to go eat that meatloaf thing every time. Whatever. Is it a meatloaf sandwich?
No, it is meatloaf.
We're back to food.
Yep, but I think I'm done with that.
Well, good. Try
wasn't as good last year, and I'm not going to Salt Lake this year.
Yeah, February is busy this year.
So,
okay.
What about you, Kelly? See, Ashley and I have talked long enough to give you time to think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure this out because, like, when I was a younger person, like a child, a teenager, I had different ideas than what I have now. Does that mean, of the things I want to do, or
exactly?
I don't know. Like when you're 8 or 9, you want to be a fireman. I mean, I don't want to be a fireman. Of course, it's funny. I've been in many fire halls now. I've been a chaplain, so I guess you could say that I checked that box. But well, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I know there's things that I've wanted to do, and I've done them. So I've always wanted to go to Alaska and go fishing. I've done that twice.
There you go.
Right. I wanted to go to multiple states and hunt whitetails. I've done that. Right. I've wanted to chase muleys. I got to do that. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer it. I wanted to go bear hunting. I've done that twice. So it's like, I don't know how to answer it. Like, if I decide I want to do something, I'm just crazy enough to try and go do it.
Well, see, that's the
Right.
point. And that's where a lot of people are stopped. They either have fear, they stop themselves because
Mm-hmm.
they have fear. Like you saying, well, I don't want to be an inconvenience. If you're a friend, you're not an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't want to. I don't want to be the one. Listen,
How long is this?
we
You're
carry
there for
a
4
lot.
days?
No, like we carry a lot of stress day to day, and I don't want to be a person that adds, because it doesn't matter who it is. It's like you feel like you got to get stuff ready and prepped, and I don't want to be the stress
You
that I
take a
cause.
carry-on so you don't have to worry about anything else. I've seen you. You should see this girl go to Las Vegas. Like, I've never seen so many suitcases of boots. Anyway, but
Listen, I can pack a lot of stuff in like 2 suitcases. A lot of stuff.
but you take a carry-on. You say,
I
Riza, I'm coming out 4 days.
Yep.
That's all the clothes you need.
Yep.
Just go.
I know. I need to just go. That's part of it. Just hit the
I
go button.
and I don't know if there's a difference between well, there is a difference between the way men and women think, but for me as a guy, like, if you got to clean up, for me, you're cleaning up for the wrong guy. Like, if you got to get the house prepped, for
Yeah,
me,
that is the
like,
thing though with
all
women.
all I need is a cot in a corner and I'll be good. Like,
I mean, if I'm a guest, I say the same thing. Like, just give me a pillow and a blanket.
I've seen it.
You see?
yeah, yeah,
It's true.
exactly.
It's
So,
true. I've seen it.
Frodo
so
Baggins underneath the stairs.
I
Yeah.
I would say, if there's something that's keeping me from doing something I want, it's either it typically it's going to be finances or trying to draw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like, if it's an elk hunt or if it's a deer hunt or something like that, pronghorn hunt. It's either I don't have the finances or I didn't draw the tag, right? If
True.
I really want to go do it, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know, like, I don't know how other people are operating. I'm in a different stage of life, and I've learned a lot of things about time, and it's one thing you can't get back. It's the one thing that if you waste it, you can't recover it. You can recover money, you can recover things, but you can't recover time. So if I don't take the time to do it, then I'm probably not ever going to do it.
Well, I saw a meme the other day that it was about. I mean, we've seen these memes before, but it said it differently. But it was like, as soon as you're dead, they're filling your job.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Right.
So you should go. What are you doing? So why not go live that life that you want to live? And you know, that's where I'm at right now. That's really where I'm at. Is Ashley and I talk a lot about freedom. We talk about you can have 3 jobs and still have freedom.
100%.
You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
it's a tied down to the one thing, and you're handcuffed. And I don't ever. It's funny because Jim,
Mhm.
I'm that person that I want to have freedom.
Mhm.
I'm just that person, and
Yeah.
I like adventure, but I like being alone too. And at times, I think I get like, I would say, stir crazy when I'm around somebody for too long. Like we go somewhere, you just want to be alone for just to think,
A
but
minute.
a minute, like I mean, I just wander off.
Yep.
But I've learned in the last few years, not I mean not in the last few years, in the last 20 years, I'm saying that if you don't go do it, you'll never will. And that's what I mean, this could be hunting, this could be going somewhere, this could be
Right.
seeing things, this could be anything. Because if we keep on making excuses, then, and there's no rewind in life, when we get to the end, we're going to be in a bad, you know, wish I would have, and I'm not going to be that person. I am not going to be that person that says I wish I would have. I just won't.
Right.
I've decided that. And actually, Kelly, you've helped me understand that part because I was always a person that would go along with the flow to appease people instead of pleasing myself in that aspect of going on that trip or reading that book or if Ashley and but Ashley, I know she would go into a bookstore too, but I'm saying when I would go by a bookstore and with people I with aren't book people, but I want to go read that book.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go into that bookstore to see what's there.
Yeah.
You don't. Where I'm saying is, I'm not afraid to be my authentic self.
No.
I think what, and that's a good segue to this. I think what we end up doing is we are um, processing and working and moving based on what others think we should be doing. So it's an obligation. We're trying to meet obligations. In other words, other people's expectations of how we should be responding or behaving. And really, where we need to get to in life is to a point where I'm going to take care of my responsibilities. Responsibilities are things I choose and the standard that I set for myself, or in my case, the standard that I believe Jesus Christ has set for me. So I'm going to chase after those responsibilities and meet those things rather than try to make everybody happy by being obligated to their expectations. And so I do, and this is tough. Like, I'm a pastor and I've got probably, well, there's at least 200 people that I serve, and there's no way that I can meet all of their expectations. It's impossible. And so what I have to do is decide what I'm going to be responsible for, right? And so a lot of times when there's an urgent situation, it's not urgent, it's their urgency. It's their choice or it's their situation that's a problem, but nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to be injured or sick because of what's going on. It's urgent for them. And if we're not careful, what we end up doing is that becomes an obligation, and we live under the tyranny of that. And so the someday, which is a quote from a movie that where they stole it from somewhere else, the someday becomes never because I am obligated. And I've gotten to a point where I'm going to accept the responsibilities that I need to accept, and I'm going to follow through with those things, and the obligations are out the window. No longer am I going to try to meet everyone else's expectation. I need to meet that expectation for myself in order for me to serve others to the best of my ability. And I think that this goes into every choice we make as far as that list. Like, what do I want to do this year? What are 5 things that I'd like to get accomplished this year? Right. So
Yeah.
now instead of an obligation, now I made a New Year's resolution. Now I'm obligated to try to show up at the gym every day. Right now it changes to I'm going to be responsible for these 5 things that I've decided to be responsible for, and I'm going to chase after that.
So would you say it's more like I'm going to be responsible for the choices I make?
Well, yeah, for sure. I think that's when we reach maturity. It's when we get to that point, right? There's no victim mentality in that. Like, I can't blame somebody else for a bad choice I made blowing up, right? And maybe somebody had an actively participated in what took place, but I still made the choice to put myself in that circumstance. So I can't continue to point the finger. I've got to be responsible for the choices I make.
Yep. And you can go on that trip. Go with Olivia.
Yeah. I know. We're planning on
I,
it. Listen, I just got to do it this year because I'm putting things in place already that's going to allow me to be able to do it.
There you go. And
investing time is important, right? And actually, what I'd say to you is, if this is a friend you haven't seen for a while, man, the time that you invest in her will be beneficial for her as well as you even though you're trying to figure out when to make that happen and most
Right.
convenient for both of you, right?
Right.
Well, if you just say, this is the date, let's spend time, invest in each other, that's all that's really going to matter.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. See?
This is why Kelly's on here.
Yeah. That or I just need
Listen
to,
to
you know
you.
what would make it, maybe it'd be easier to just fly her here instead.
Either way,
Yeah.
you know what? Either way, like the point is, I want to get together with you. I love spending time with you. You're one of those people in my circle,
Yeah.
and we've got to make this happen because it's been too long.
Right. Well, it is, and that's like every year, that's all I want to do. Like I put that on as like I'm gonna do this. Like one of my best friends from back home, her name is Tash, and we tried to schedule something this year too, and it's hard when she's like her days of the week are busier. And, she does hair. We both went to cosmetology school right after high school. So like she's doing weddings and proms and it's just extremely, and then kids and sports and those tournaments and stuff, like it is busy. And so I was like, okay, let's go like Monday and Tuesday or something somewhere. But then to drive, it's the logistics of it too. She has a half a day to get here. And if we go further west, that's another half a day, so it's one full day driving for her.
But what if you went east?
I know. I'm trying to think of a place I'd like
'Cause
to
here's
go
the
east, and I don't really know if it's just a good one.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. She came out for your birthday.
Yeah, she did. Yep.
She
Yeah.
took the time
So-
to come out for
Yeah.
your birthday.
So there has to be some sacred moments, right? And I'm not just talking about my relationship with Jesus here. I'm talking about, for me, I take Fridays off and I try not to answer my phone for the church. It drives people nuts because I've basically said, if someone's not dead or dying, please don't call me because it's
Right.
got to be sacred. My family time has to be sacred. My time has to be sacred. So in these moments with friends, they need to be sacred. In other words, nothing outside of a life or death situation is going to deviate me from that.
Yeah. It is
Right. And
really.
It takes a like mind too. So it can't be just you making it sacred.
Yeah.
Your friend also needs to make
Right.
it sacred.
Right.
Right.
Yep. And I think you
they're
do
valuable
once you
moments.
get there. Yeah. I think you do when you get there, right? Because you're in the moment then and you're just like, oh my God. And then that's when everybody says, we should do this more often.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. But you have those memories.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've learned in you can't get those times back.
No.
So enjoy those times. Take the time to go do those things for you,
Mm-hmm.
and go take that time for if that other person is around. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I surprised my wife because I said I would go to Alaska with her. I shouldn't even be saying this, so I'm not going to say this because I don't want Michaela and Connor to hear this because Connor's probably they're going. Well, they probably won't listen to it. They're going on a honeymoon, and she asked if Connor asked if Cindy would watch Cam.
Yep.
I said I would go up there with her. That's something I would never do. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
But I said, we could go do things in Alaska and take Cam along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a time in life that you start realizing you start going over the hill.
Mm-hmm.
You may be going over the hill to climb the next one. And there's different journeys that you have to take to climb that mountain. And I think I'm seeing it because, I build up enough vacation time so I can go to wherever hunting, but I can take a couple of days. If I don't go to the hunting expo, which is a 4-day deal,
Mm-hmm.
then I can go do that.
Yep.
And the hunting expo is fun,
Mm-hmm.
but since we can't fly there, it takes so much longer.
Yeah, it does.
So, like I said, there's times we have to get over the mountain we get to the top, we see the view, but we can't see over that next mountain range. So we have to climb down to the bottom and start climbing back up to see where we can see. And that's the view of the whole perspective of life to me. I've climbed over the top of the mountain. I've seen a lot of crap. I've seen a lot of good things, but I've seen the bad things. And now when you have that experience behind you in that climb and you get back down to the bottom and start climbing back up, you know that your friends, close friends, some of your family, you call them for the good things as well as the bad things.
Mhm.
You're not bragging when you call them for the good things.
Mm-hmm.
You're not crying because it's all bad either. I've learned that you get me, authentic Rick. I get authentic you, Ashley. But when you take the time, see, here's the other point. Not that I'm being a coach here, but the other point is Ashley takes the time and gets up in the morning in the summer, and her and I go for walks
Mm-hmm.
at a quarter
Yeah.
after 5 in the morning. You've made the time so you and I can make fun of each other or make fun of whoever else or talk whatever we do. But
Just go through life.
but I cherish those moments
Yeah.
that we get to go do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Well, that to me, like I said, when you called and said, hey, I was like, well, it's just a matter of just planning and then just showing up because I'm up. Like,
Yep.
it's not like, oh, Rick, I sleep till 9 a.m. every morning.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's just a matter of just going to doing it,
It is. Because Kelly, on Sunday morning, I went to church at 5. Is it quarter after 5? I
Yeah.
drove by her house, and her lights were on, and I honked
I
her
was
horn.
up working.
And she knew that I was going by.
Yeah, I saw the taillights. I was like, that's Rick. He must be going to hike Crow Peak this morning.
Yep. And it was a wonderful church. There's another funny thing about that is I was up there. I bet I was up there a good hour
On
Like-
the top?
on top. And it was
Holy cow.
and it was funny because it was like 10 degrees when I got out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
And if you went about 60 vertical feet up, it was raining coming out of the trees. Because it was so warm. I had to take off. I had to put on my mittens because my hands were cold.
Yep.
And then I got going up, and I had to take off my coat. I had to take off my gloves. It was so hot. And I get up to the top, the wind's blowing. But I got up there probably 20 minutes before the sun came up. And I was up there taking pictures and talking to God and I even talked to my mom and got all these pictures taken. I did a video. I posted that.
Yep.
And I did another video, and I just chatted with, with God. And I came down. I'm coming down, and this guy just peeks over the top. And he says, "What a wonderful day." And we had like a 2-minute conversation, but he fist pumped me and said, "You have a wonderful
That's
day,
cool.
sir." And I said, "Well, it was a wonderful sunrise, and you have a wonderful day too," and made it down the mountain. It's the only other person I saw.
Yeah.
But when you can have that silence to be able to talk to, I go up and talk when I'm alone, and I talk. It was just one of those peaceful moments.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can have those days, and then I come back down, I honk my horn as I drive by, again.
There goes Rick.
Yep. But where I'm going with this is we have to enjoy the moments that we have. And like I said, I'm climbing the mountain again. I went to the bottom. I'm not saying, I'm just saying I learned about life, and I'm probably halfway up the mountain now.
Yeah.
And I thank Kelly for that. because it's been a long journey.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's like the preacher and the heathen, but he's teaching
Yeah,
me.
listen to you. I, you teach me just as much, Rick. You just don't know it. Some of it's crazy stuff, but some of it's really good. I think we've got to have people in our life that are willing to walk with us through the hardships, but also to celebrate our victories. Right? I mean, if you think about it, it's hard to find somebody that celebrates victory with you. And I think, and I'm just like, I think it's just humanity. We tend to get a little jealous and what about me-ish with someone else's victories. Like, when's it going to be my turn?
Yep.
Right. And I think that when we can have people in our life that will do that, they will celebrate you and your victory, but they're also willing to walk through your hurt.
Yep.
Then you create this bond where you're willing to do the same for them. And those are important, right? Now, I don't want to discount alone time. I think alone time is reflective time, and we all need that. But we are social beings, and we can't live just in one environment or the other, right? It's got to be this binding of both,
Yep.
right? So, would that moment have meant the same to you if you hadn't met the guy coming back down? I don't know. Maybe it would have been okay, but I think that was just an added
maybe a bonus
twist to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonus.
It was a bonus because it adds more. It adds more energy to the day. You know what I mean? Because somebody else has enjoyed it and you saw it on the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You shared something in common.
We did, and it was just funny. Yep, great day, you know, and it was done. So, well, this is longer than I thought because we talked a lot about food. We talked about other things, but but I want to say Happy New Year to everyone out there. I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And you know what? I want to say love you to everybody out there, and especially you two here, because you guys make my life way better.
Oh,
You do.
You make ours better, Rick.
Well,
yes, Rick.
Yeah, sometimes maybe, but
You keep it interesting.
there we go, maybe. But you know, that's the most important thing to me is you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll discuss more things in the upcoming year. It's been fun. I mean, reflecting on old Christmases, past Christmases, and talking about the stories we have. I think when we bring these thoughts and things to people, they can reflect themselves of those times that they used to have. And I want people, you know, we were talking about you going on your trips with those people, but the more people we can have the confidence, the love, the appreciation, just to be ourselves, the more people we can do that, the better our lives are.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you guys put up with my nonstop, are we going to be able to do this tonight, phone calls and texts and
shenanigans
and all my other stuff.
Shenanigans.
And I appreciate that, you know, and it's hard to find people these days that are true people are true friends.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. And like I said, I want everybody to have the merriest of Christmases and the happiest of New Year's, and stay safe.
Yeah.
You know?
And make those memories.
Make the memories.
Yeah. I want to, if I could just say, I know there's a lot of people maybe going through tough times and they're dealing with some hurt, even now as we're talking. And I just want them to know they're not alone. No matter how they feel or no matter what that little voice is telling them in their head, you're not alone. And there's a group of people that love you dearly, and just be patient, because that will reveal itself. Just give it time. Like Christmas, it's about the celebration of a Savior, to be honest. Family's a big part of that, the opening of presents. But Jesus came to this world to prove to us we're not alone. So just not to bring a downer on all of it, but I
not
felt
a
like that needed to
downer.
be said.
Yeah, that's not a
Needed to be
downer.
said.
That's a good way to end it. Tie it all
Yeah.
together.
So we will do that. Well, as usual, don't die, Rusty Nation. Keep chasing your dreams, being the best you. And have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
And don't die, Rusty.